been looking back on some of these videos from when I first started the channel, like within the first year of starting it, and I am somewhat disheartened at how little has changed, because I thought that I had changed pretty much everything. I quit drinking and I went back out, you know. With like a renewed vigor and hope that if I just applied myself to it, I could do more than like pointlessly tread water and isolate myself. And I'm still stuck in the same spot. I was like 2 years ago, almost 3. The only difference is that I'm getting out of bed and going to work instead of trying to drink myself to death, you know, because the world's shut down or something. But because I kind of bottomed out over COVID. But no, I'm still kind of in the same spot. Like, I don't want to get attached to anyone because I don't want to grieve anyone anymore. And I'm trying really hard to not cave. And fall back into old habits. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing. I thought I would find some clarity. Maybe the main problem was that I'd spent like the latter half of my life drinking as much as I could get away with, you know. And that if I just stopped doing that, like all the fog would clear and I'd see like the way out. And I'm thinking that, I don't know, I just need to make peace with the idea that I'm just kind of riding out the apocalypse and I'm not really aiming for anything. There's nothing to aim at. There are mirages vanishing into the horizon, and I could preoccupy myself with chasing after them. But I know they're only going to keep receding from me, and I don't know, I'm just not flexible enough to be close to anybody, because I see people as mainly being impossible to please, and that I don't really need anybody in my life just to be like dissatisfied with me, and I'm not really even sure like what the fucking benefit is to me, but I feel like I'm like taking on like risk or hardship for them, or at least just like inconveniencing myself for no fucking reason. I don't know. And I did think that it was, you know, it was all just me, but I kind of feel like it's everybody. Like, I know that people aren't happy. I think I'm pretty happy considering, you know, but I look around me and I just know that people aren't doing well and they're not happy, and it's just not a good idea to get too attached to anybody. So I'm just kind of like white knuckling it. And I'm hanging on and I'm seeing like how long I can last. You know. I don't know where this is all going. Society wide. I think it doesn't help that I watch content that, you know, it's like I'm beating myself over the head with the idea that we're all like fixing to enter a civil war over some fucking bullshit. We're being manipulated into fighting with each other over. And I don't know, everything just keeps going up in price. And we just can't keep up with it. And it doesn't seem like it seems like less and less people are kind of like on board with like with life itself. There's just like an atmosphere of despair. Just like it's hanging over us like a dense fog. And it's almost like the only thing left that people are getting out of it is the excitement at the possibility that everything's finally gonna unravel. That's what they're looking forward to. I remember even back in 2012, my dad was looking forward to the end of the world because supposedly, I think it was on his birthday, like December of 2012. That was when, like, according to the Mayans, the whole world was going to end, and he'd have these dreams that you'd think would be nightmares, but I don't think he considered them to be nightmares leading up to it for ages, where there'd be like some big like tidal wave or some kind of catastrophe, and he was ready for it, you know. It's like, let's get this over with. And I think that we're all kind of in that state now. We're just sitting here, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're past the point of the efficacy of self-help movements, and it's just you don't even know what you have to work with anymore. And so I'm just kind of going through the motions and seeing what happens, and I'm not expecting to make my way through it. If there are casualties in the near future, I'm going to be one of them, I'm sure, so what can you do, you know? Just keep showing up and don't set yourself up to be disappointed, I guess.